We are back here on Titans Talk. Phone lines are still open, 737-7767, if you would like to join in on our conversation tonight. John Burton and myself at the game on Sunday at Nissan Stadium. And John chronicles how the offense helped the Titans overcome a frustrating performance from the defense in which they allowed 36 points with a historic day in putting up points and yards, rushing, running, all that stuff. I mean, think about this for a moment. The Titans became the first team ever in the history of the National Football League to have a 350-yard passer and a 200-yard rusher in the same game. Normally you have one or the other, right? Normally you're either passing the ball all around the lot or you are running it down someone's throat. It's not often you're doing both at the exact same time. And that's what the Titans did on Sunday. First team ever to have a 350-yard passer and a 200-yard rusher. And not just that, they had Anthony Firkser go for 113 yards receiving. They're just the fourth team in NFL history to have a 300-yard passer, a 200-yard rusher, and a 100-yard receiver in the same game. Some historic numbers for a team that put up a franchise record 601 yards of offense to pull that out with the late touchdown and, of course, the score in overtime. And here's John Burton with reaction from the locker room in this postgame report.
It was the most prolific offensive performance in Titans history. A 300-yard 4-TD passer, a 200-yard 2-TD rusher, a 100-yard receiving tight end, and a 2-touchdown reception wide receiver. In all, the Titans racked up 601 total yards of offense. But with a 21-10 lead to start the second half, the Titans' defense surrendered 16 straight points. The Houston Texans converted 50% of their third downs for the game, and Deshaun Watson and company put up over 400 yards of offense. All trends the Titans know can't continue.
Well, the negatives, I think I have to go back and watch the tape. Mostly on third down. We just got to get off the field on third down. No X plays. That's what we talk about on defense, not giving up the big play. Take away their big plays. They couldn't really do nothing. So, we just got to play better on defense. We got to communicate better.
But thankfully for the Titans, the offense saved the day as Ryan Tannehill proved to be a cool customer yet again, engineering a game-tying touchdown drive late in regulation and a game-winning march in overtime.
Play a lot of football, been in that situation a lot of times, and I think ultimately it comes down to preparation and belief in the guys around you. A ton of confidence that we have the guys to get it done.
When things went bad, when Ryan threw the interception, we went back out there. We were still comfortable. The huddle was, let's go. We got this. We've been here before. Let's go. We do this.
A lot of guys were big and critical moments. All my teammates. Just happy to be on this team. Happy to be part of this organization. We're 5-0, playing good team football.
We bring Jonathan Hutton back in here. We just laid out all the weapons the Titans have in the red zone. 4 different guys scored for them today. How critical has this red zone offense been for them really ever since Ryan Tannehill took over as the team's starting quarterback?
Yeah, they spread the wealth, and they get the job done in the red zone. They have done an exceptional job of finding different outlets to throw the football. Try to figure out the go-to player in the red zone for the Titans offense. You can't do it because Arthur Smith doesn't call plays like that, and Tannehill doesn't distribute the football like that either. Just because you're not getting a look in practice doesn't mean if you break open in the game that the football is not going to be headed your way. Tannehill has 14 touchdown passes. 13 of those have been inside the 20. That's how efficient they've been, Steve.
Yeah, the Titans forced overtime by driving the field in the final minute 45. Tied it up on A.J. Brown's catch in the end zone. That was all set up by Romeo Crennel's decision to go for 2 and try to ice it rather than just kick the extra point up 7. Based on the analytics, going for 2 there increases your chance of winning more than failing increases your chance of losing. But was it the right call in this instance at that point?
Well, the receiver was open. It was a tip pass by Jeffrey Simmons. So from the play execution, no, but the play call was the right one. So I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to end the game and be up by 9. Personally, I kick it. I go up by 8. I'm also not an interim head coach and viewing it from that. There's not a lot of pressure on the line for Romeo Crennel on a one-win football team. So I get it. But here's why I kick it and go up by 8, Steve. And I know the analytics will point to going for 2. But this is a critical matchup despite the records being so lopsided, because come January, the Titans could be looking for playoff positioning, and Houston could be looking for a high draft pick by then. And this could count as 2 wins by the time we fast forward to January.
Titans will take it any way they can get it, that is for sure. And they certainly did on Sunday, 5-0. Topped the AFC South. Now this weekend they get another 5-0 team. Battle of unbeatens at Nissan Stadium. Steelers, Titans. Who's going to still be left standing unbeaten? Can the Seahawks remain unbeaten? Back now to Jonathan Hutton with JB this time to look at the best of the unbeatens and preview this matchup this weekend.
One more time, we bring in our buddy Jonathan Hutton from Titans Radio. All right, Hut, the 72 Dolphins still have 3 teams to maneuver through before they can pop the champagne. You got 3 unbeatens, Titans, Steelers, Seahawks. How would you rank those 3 teams?
Next week's game between the Titans and Steelers gets the top spot for me. Pittsburgh right now is number 1. They suffocate teams in a dominant fashion. The Titans are right behind them, though, because they have the best run-pass combo in the NFL, and they're opportunistic defensively to get their offense possessions, and they cash in. Seattle hasn't played the same schedule as the Titans to this point. I have them 3rd, but they have Russell Wilson, the MVP favorite, as it stands right now, JB.
Yeah, you mentioned it. We're going to see 2 of the unbeatens next week here at Nissan Stadium. What's the key to another Titans win against, as you said it, a very impressive Pittsburgh Steelers team?
It starts with pass protection. Now with Lawan with the knee injury, 24 sacks for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they'll be facing a backup at left tackle. That's number 1 for me. Beyond that, though, they need more consistency on 3rd down defense, a lot more consistency on 3rd down defense. There's nothing flashy about Pittsburgh's offense ranking-wise right now, but it hasn't had to be flashy against this Titans D on 3rd and long. And they need to get healthier. Adoree Jackson, Corey Davis, they could use both of those players back this week.
Well, we know this. It's going to be fun, and it's going to be physical. Jonathan Hutton from Titans Radio, always a pleasure. Thanks for being here.
You guys are the best. Thank you.